Yeah, I mean,
But he could probably live without you and Frank.
yeah, maybe. Maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe, you know, I mean, if you look at our stable, he can't live without our stable, and he can't live without Frank Warren's stable, and, you know, and obviously those fighters that are under contract. But at the moment,
The relationship between Eddie Hearn and Turki Alek has reached a breaking point, with both boxing promoters clearly not taking the situation lightly. Amidst numerous speculations about the cause of their feud, Eddie Hearn has finally spoken out, revealing the true reasons behind the fallout between him and Turki Alek.
out to Canelo, and I said, look, His Excellency wants to make the Crawford fight. How do you want to play it? And he said, look, you know, I've got the Belanga fight. I don't really want to talk about another fight yet, blah, blah, blah. But obviously, look, Canelo's Canelo. He's going to do his own thing. And I think His Excellency was frustrated that he couldn't have that conversation to close that.
The chairman of Matchroom Boxing Promotions, Eddie Hearn, and the chairman of the Saudi Arabian General Entertainment Authority, Turki Alek, have recently found themselves at odds. Consequently, Turki Alek has chosen to collaborate with other promoters like Frank Warren, Bob Arum, and Oscar De La Hoya. This split is largely attributed to several accumulated issues, including the poor performance of Matchroom fighters and the ongoing feud between Canelo Alvarez and Turki Alek. Despite the competitive nature of the fight between Dmitry Bivol and Umar Salamov, that bout was the final straw for Alek, who had grown frustrated with Matchroom's perceived mediocrity. Much of what Alek publicly demanded after the fight, including calls for a rematch, was a smokescreen, as he has different plans moving forward.
Yeah,
What? Huh?
he forgot the 5v5. I know he did, I know.
We've got another 5. I'll get my revenge. But I know you give me a lot of stick, but thank you. Genuine.
The relationship between Eddie Hearn, chairman of Matchroom Boxing Promotions, and Turki Alek, chairman of the Saudi Arabian General Entertainment Authority, has hit a hard rock. This once promising partnership has now fractured, leading to significant shifts in the boxing promotion landscape. As speculations swirl around the cause of their fallout, Eddie Hearn has finally broken his silence, shedding light on the underlying issues that have driven a wedge between him and Turki Alek. Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing has long been a dominant force in the boxing world, navigating the complex landscape of promotions and successfully bringing high-profile fights to fans worldwide. However, the entry of Turki Alek into the scene added a new dynamic, infusing significant financial backing and ambition into the sport. Turki Alek's involvement initially seemed like a boon, promising to elevate the profile of boxing events through substantial investments and innovative approaches. Yet, as with many high-stakes collaborations, underlying tensions began to surface. The first signs of discord emerged from differing visions and expectations. While Hearn had built a successful model over the years, Turki Alek brought a fresh, uncompromising perspective that sometimes clashed with established practices. The most glaring issues centered around the performance of Matchroom fighters. Turki Alek's dissatisfaction with what he perceived as mediocre outcomes became increasingly apparent. Despite significant investments, several high-profile bouts failed to meet expectations, leading to frustrations on both sides. The fight between Dmitry Bivol and Umar Salamov, despite its competitive nature, became the final straw for Alek. He viewed the result as emblematic of Matchroom's broader failings and decided it was time for a change. Eddie Hearn, in a recent interview, defended his agency, stating that Matchroom had thrived long before Saudi intervention and would continue to do so without it. Hearn emphasized that while Turki Alek had bridged gaps between promoters globally, the fundamentals of the sport and its promotion were not solely dependent on one individual. He acknowledged Turki Alek's contributions, but underscored that boxing's rich history and resilient nature would ensure its continuity regardless of individual departures. Turki Alek's decision to collaborate with other promoters, such as Frank Warren, Bob Arum, and Oscar De La Hoya, marked a significant shift. This move was seen as a response to accumulated frustrations, particularly the strained relationship between Canelo Alvarez and Turki Alec. The conflict with Canelo, one of Matchroom's marquee fighters, was particularly damaging. Alec's attempts to negotiate fights, such as a potential bout between Canelo and Terence Crawford, faced obstacles that exacerbated the rift. In an interview, Hearn provided insights into these challenges, highlighting the complexities of balancing relationships with influential figures in the sport. He explained that while he held both Alec and Canelo in high regard, their differing priorities and visions for the sport often led to disagreements. Hearn emphasized that Alec's drive to make the biggest, most high-profile fights was commendable, but the execution often faced practical hurdles. The tension between Hearn and Alec was publicly evident during promotional events and media interactions. A notable instance was the heated interaction between Hearn and Warren during the announcement of a 5 versus 5 contest between their top fighters. Matchroom's clean sweep loss in this event added fuel to the fire, with Warren seizing the opportunity to taunt Hearn about Matchroom's performance. Despite the setback, Hearn remained focused on future opportunities, particularly the highly anticipated bout between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. Hearn's confidence in Joshua's ability to deliver a stellar performance was palpable, as he believed that a victory at Wembley Stadium would eclipse past disappointments and set the stage for one of the biggest fights in British boxing history: Joshua versus Tyson Fury. The potential fight between Joshua and Fury remains a tantalizing prospect for boxing fans. Hearn told BBC Sport that this matchup would happen regardless of the outcomes of their next fights, but the magnitude of the event would depend on their performances. If both fighters secured victories, their bout would be for the undisputed heavyweight championship, adding even more allure to the showdown. Hearn's optimism about Joshua's chances against Dubois was rooted in his confidence in AG's abilities and the magnitude of the event. He believed that a knockout victory at Wembley, in front of a record crowd, would be a significant milestone in Joshua's career and a defining moment for Matchroom boxing. Turki Alec's vision for boxing extends beyond individual fights. His goal is to elevate the sport to new heights by organizing the biggest, most exciting matchups. Despite the challenges and disagreements, Alec's commitment to the sport is evident. He aims to eliminate uncompetitive bouts and focus on marquee matchups that capture the imagination of fans worldwide. Alec's frustrations with the sport's status quo, including the lack of high-profile fights, resonate with many boxing enthusiasts. His desire to see Canelo Alvarez take on formidable opponents like Terence Crawford and David Benavidez aligns with the wishes of fans who crave competitive, top-tier bouts. As the dust settles on the split between Hearn and Alec, the boxing world continues to evolve. Turki Alec's decision to partner with other promoters opens new avenues for exciting fights. Collaborations with Frank Warren, Bob Arum, and Oscar De La Hoya promise to bring fresh matchups and innovative events to the sport. For Hearn, the focus remains on leveraging the relationships and networks built over the years to deliver high-quality boxing events. The lessons learned from the split with Alec will undoubtedly inform future strategies, ensuring that Matchroom continues to thrive in a competitive landscape. He feud between Eddie Hearn and Turki Alec